Skier coming up, which is Eric Watson. Eric is from Kansas, so I am going, he's from Overland Park, Kansas. Not quite sure if he skis here all the time or not, but he has a season's best of 3 at 32 off. So he definitely is going to be wanting to get that 3 so that he can take the lead here from Ashton, your last skier. But we will we'll see what he's got as we bring him into the pass for pass number 1. All right, and I just got confirmation he will be starting. Eric Watson will be starting at 22 off, 34 miles an hour. Does that one-handed gait and maybe adjusted his hair a little bit for the camera. Looking good as he rounds 2. Got a much different style than our last few skiers. See, he's very still. He moves and he loads up real heavy, so looks pretty good right there for that open pass. We'll see how it looks as we get further down the course.
Oh, and getting thrown forwards and unfortunately moving too much on the landing and not able to ride that one out.
All right, we're checking out the replay here for Eric Watson's first pass, 22 off. Just nice little warm-up pass for him, making his way through. No bobbles, no problem. Just just getting his bearings, getting everything where he wants to be. So now we're down there. We're seeing that wind. It's gusting up at that end right there. You can see the water moving. See that TWBC balloon kind of blowing back and forth in the wind. So we do know the wind is picking up. It's gonna make it harder for these competitors, but we are at the Nationals. These are the best skiers in the nation, so they should be ready for it. But we will see. We've got Eric Watson on the water. He just ran 22 off, so we're going to be bringing him back in. This is going to be 28. We'll see. We've seen our other skiers kind of get more confident as they go from that 22 off to 28 off pass. He see if he does the same. Yeah, gets that big old 1 ball. Nice tight turn off of 1. Rocking and rolling, he goes to 2. Yeah, looks a lot more settled and stable here on this 28 off pass. Checks his speed there at 5. You can tell he had it in the bag when he rounded 5. Kind of knew it. Threw a little bit of put a little check on with the back foot pressure, get the ski to slow down, stay over it, and boom, cruising through. So now now he's gonna get a look at the 32 off. He's got to run it. I mean, it's part. That's if you want to challenge the lead, you got to run 32 off. So it's the money pass right now. We will see if he's got it in him today. But he's looking pretty good right now as we're watching the tail end of his replay from 28 off.
What it does, though, is while that puts James McClure on the podium at the very least, that puts him in a 5th place that cannot be denied. Look at that. Whoa, look at that. And he almost put his head through the handle as well to boot. That could have been a potentially fatal situation there for James McClure. But as I was saying, James McClure is currently in 2nd place right now.
Okay, we have shortened the rope. It's Eric Watson coming in this 32 off. It's the money pass right now. He has got to run it if he wants to try to take the lead. Let's see, big O-gate. That looked good. Nice 1 ball. See, can he work with that 1? Yeah, there you go, bud. Eric Watson working his way around 4. A little bit on the back here. Let's see if he can get a turn, stay over the ski. Yes, nice job there, Eric, and he threw 32 off with ease. That one, that was the easiest 32 off we've seen of the day from these guys. So that was, yeah, nice. Got the speed at the gate turn. He does a really good job there. You want to have that rope tight when you have that speed there, but he does a great job, especially with that one-handed gate turn. So you don't see that many skiers using it, and he does a great job. Nice and early here at 4. Checks his speed a little bit. You'll kind of see he kind of is on top of it, so you'll start seeing the skier move to the back of the ski later in the pass. Just kind of making sure that they stay over the ski. The only problem is sometimes when you go to check, you end up with a bigger bubble than you need, and then you got to start working. But he looked like he knew what he was doing. He was very schooled at that 32 off, so now he's going to come back in and take a look at the 35 off.
Oh, that's Michael All right, that's definitely not Alvin there, if I can tell by the
And you're going to want to see here 35. I was kind of talking about it on our last skier, but you really want to get turned in before you make that load, but you want to get your hips turned. Our last skier left the hips a little open, which caused him to kind of get slung into the buoy, and they got a tip bite. So let's see if Eric can do a little better here. He's done well so far. There you go. Nice one ball, but he's just a little heavy.
Unfortunately, a scratch.
So
That means we go on to Michael Key.
that was it. Right here, let's look. See, he gets the hips turned, boom, and then he hits the load. That was awesome, but then watch the hand. He brings it into the belly button. If you saw where the handle came in, it came into his belly button, and it didn't get the hips turned. So then as the boat pulls, he's not having anything connected to the hips to get him to move, so it's going to pull that upper body off of the load. So it's just a little too heavy for him, but man, that was a killer gate. If he could, I bet if he could redo that, he would do it over again, and he had the gate to run that 35 off. So, but still good skiing there. That was a half at 35 for Eric Watts. We bring Jeremy in, pass number 1. This is 22 off, 34 miles an hour. I'd say you'd probably start expecting to see the rest of your skiers starting at a shorter line length than the 15 off, but we will we'll have to see. But Jeremy coming in looking good, open and pass.
There we go. He tries to get a little bit more.
Nice opening pass there for Jeremy, 22 off. Walk in the park. I'll start to say you see him out of Missouri, and he's got a best score this season at 2 at 35 off. So he's gonna need to tie that best score if he's gonna want to take the lead here in this men's 3 slalom. All right, Jeremy coming in. This is 28. Little bit slow there at the gate turn in, but making it all right. It's 28 off. I think he'd be fine as he works around 2. Little bit of a slow turn there at 3, but he's still on top of the pass, looking good as he rounds 5 and over to 6. Nice second pass there for Jeremy. So as we're sitting here watching this replay from Jeremy, I want to give a shout out to Joel Hartman, who's watching Eric Watson ski. He's cheering from home. And then I want to give a shout out to one of my good friends, John Newton, watching out of Chicago area. We appreciate you watching, John. But we're about halfway down the list, so we're getting into the nitty-gritty skiers. You know, we're having to run 32 off. We need to start getting looks at 35, and it's getting there. I know we've got a couple big skiers coming up. Definitely can run 35, possibly run 38. So, but we'll look and see what Jeremy's got for us here. This is 32 off. Got a much better gate than that other end down there. So, see what he's got here. He gets a big O2 ball, looking good here at the 3. Little bit down course out of 4, but he checks it. Oh, and got that big O turn out of 5 ball. You'll kind of see when we go back and look at the replay, he started getting separated going to 4, so it caused him to go down course, and then he didn't get his hands back to him at 5. When he does that, it's going to cause him to kind of want to rock back because he got slack. So we'll see if I can show you guys kind of what I'm seeing here. Does fairly good at 1, hopped off a little bit early, so it caused him to go backwards, but a nice 2 ball. Looks good here at 3. Right there. You see the hands were really far away after you saw him come to spray. Then here, he's off the handle way too early, and it causes that slack, so he rocks back to kind of eat it up. But, yeah, making his way through 32 off. Got a little dicey there at the end, but nice, good skiing there for Jeremy Bechtold out of Missouri.
All right, then. Working with a 71-footer. He is the leader with that distance. Here comes Michael Keefe on jump number 3. Still going with the tried and true single cut. And he seems to be stable enough with the landing to be patient enough and to ride that one out. good drive all the way through towards the top left. He's still a little bit off balance.
Okay, here we go. This is 35 off. Like I said, we were talking about, we're going to get that load. Hit it a little earlier than he wanted, so you're going to see a big heavy load here. Yep, not going to get the slack on the 2, but he's able to get over there. Got the full 2. That's going to put him in the lead. Now we'll sit here and we'll look at this replay so everybody can kind of see kind of what I was talking about there. But he's going to hit the load too early there. So now he's going to hop off the handle too early there, causing slack. And now he's hopping off the handle too early because he's generating speed because he's getting tugged from the boat. He's not generating speed on his own. His speed is coming from the boat. So when you do that, you kind of want to shut it down really quick. That's just what we do as skiers. All right, we got our next skier up on the water. Looks like Russ Schuster. So we bringing in for pass number 1. Looks like there's 28 off here. So electing to start at that shorter line length. I think he might. Oh, okay. So I've just got confirmation. This is 28 off 32 miles an hour. So, looks good as he makes his way through that pass and out the gates for his 32.28. So we check out the replay here for Russ running his first pass. Russ comes to us out of Lake Winnebago, Missouri. So he's from this Midwest region, so didn't have to travel all that far to get here this week. Looks like the wind has died down a little bit based on the ripples on the water, so we'll see if this plays a key in helping our...
Why didn't he do that on the first jump? I don't know. But,
if it'll help out our skiers here at the end. You see that ski tip bumping up on him there a few times. That's just a matter of the handle being high behind the boat. So... tends to, when you get to a shorter line length and you get that hop, it throws some of our skiers off.
That's it. He's going in.
All right, we're checking out this replay here. This is 28 off here for Russ Schuster. Looking nice and smooth. Like I said, you see the ski tip right here. It really bounces up high. See, the hands were really far away from the hips. They were actually like level with the knees. So you want to see him get his hands in, lock his elbows on the life jacket a little bit more off the turn, and then he will eliminate that bounce off the wakes. Okay, Russ Schuster out here on the water. He's here at the money pass. He's got to run this 32 off if he wants to have a shot at challenging the leader. Gonna need 2 at 35 off if he wants to tie for the lead. Any piece of 3 at 35 will take him, put him on top solely by himself. But let's see what he's got here. Gets that good turn off of 2, looking pretty good. Working his way through this pass. Oh no, and he blows the tail. You see him push. He pushes a little too much at floor ball. We'll take a look and see if we can't figure out how he did. He definitely rolled in and hit the boat a little heavy at the gate, so that's going to catch up to him here. But he looked fine out of 2 ball, so what did he do going to 4? Yeah, he edge changed with the hands away and let go at the same time, right? So when you do that, it's going to make the ski come in. It's going to want to bite, and it's either going to bite or the tail is going to blow. We've seen that happen with 3 or 4 skiers in this division right now. So unfortunately for Russ, it's going to be 3.5 at 32 off. Not quite what he was looking for today.